right, there we go. Boom. Gotta clear my throat. Huh. Good gravy. Okay, there we go. Got that. Uh, got set up. Got my hat on. Had to change clothes real quick. Well, did so when I got out of work, But, all good, man. Yo, all right, we got a bunch of people pouring in here now. So first things first, what I'm gonna say is I've literally spent all day working and avoiding the internet. So please do not be that person to spoil what happens with it. It will ruin the entire reaction and also make me really upset and bugged. So yeah. But finally I am out of work. Working like a crazy, crazy long shift and stuff for like 8, 9 hours, But literally avoiding the internet because I knew it was Friday. I knew everybody was going to want to see my reaction on it because I don't think it's going to be the end of this battle. I'm pretty sure it's going to be the end. And my personal opinion on it, it's up in the air who's winning this. Like it's Vault versus Lane, but sadly, the way it's going, just how Lane said, like when my flare gets to its maximum, Shu, I'm going to throw it at you, like setting up for the battle with Lane and Shu. I think Vault's going to put up a good fight. He's down 1-0 right now because of how the last episode ended. But I think Lane's going to take the dub. But hopefully Vault can get a burst on him or such. So, yeah, that's my big time hopes. But yeah, I see Lane winning this, honestly. Even if it's like Vault away, Vault's gonna put up a good fight. It's Vault. It's the Wonder Boy. But I don't know. I really do not know if Vault's gonna win this. I really think Lane's gonna take it just because of the build up. But we're gonna find out now, man. I've been waiting all day to see this episode. It's gonna be wild. Superking episode number 31, dude. And I'm so nervous. This man literally just broke Helios and Hyperion at the same time. And Vault's strong, but he's the first character to ever break 2 bays at one time. And he was able to do so when his flare wasn't even at its limit. And I think this episode, it might get up to that limit. So that makes me very, very nervous. I hope he doesn't break. If he breaks Valkyrie, I'm gonna lose my mind. I'm gonna flip the truck out. But we'll see. Here we go. All right, here we go. Got these headphones on too, which not even upset because I can still talk and hear it at the same time, But yeah, I know what happens. Well, don't say what happens. Don't say it. All right, here we go, man. I never knew it said Sparking Shoe in the intro. All right, here we go. Just the animation and seeing all the legends, man, it always gets me so hyped. Insta, you will be talking about, yo, my boy Insta's in here. Yeah, he's the one watching over. So, yeah, don't be that person. Vault versus Lane. All right, here we go. The final battle, dude. I feel like it's going to conclude with this. It starts off with Lane's flare already just going crazy, man. We can't see it because I can't physically show it. Because copyright. Everybody shook. They're like, he got an over finish on Vault. He's like, Vault lost. He's like, is that all you got? I like Valto. Yo, the look on his face. Oh no. Dude. Vault's sweating, but he takes a deep breath. And then he holds out his vein. He's smiling, man. Classic Vault. In a crazy situation, still smiling. Lane's like, we'll see about that. Vault's like, I'll win this next one. Lane's like, no, you're not. Dude, I'm so nervous. Ready, set, 3, 2, oh, here we go. 1, go, shoot. All right, they both launch in. There's Valkyrie speeding real quick. Lucifer takes the center right away again, of course. He's going to try to break through it. Rush shoot. And he's got the blue aura coming off of him. Big hits, dude. Yo, Lucifer's barrier's going in. Body unto all. Sends Valkyrie right back. The Valkyrie lands in the upper pocket and circles around. The evolution's kicking in gear. He's using the evolution, dude. It's evolving. And the tornado. He's like, yes. Yo, the speed. He's going so fast, it's conjured up a tornado. Now he's on the ridge of the stadium. Yo, that speed by Valkyrie. The animation. Oh, Valkyrie. Come on, Ball. Get it. Get him, man. Be the first one to burst it. Ooh, he's nervous. Those hits. The barrier's gone. He's like the barrier. He knocked it away. Oh! He got the KO and knocked away the barrier. Attaboy, Ball. Let's go. The freaking Wonder Boy. He's the first one that did it, man. He's the first one that broke through and got the KO. Heck yeah. They're like, yeah, he broke through that barrier. Yo, Lane. Lane's starting to snap. He's like that flare. I can stop it. Valdo, they're all cheering for him. Third battle, man. Lane's just smiling, man. Ready, Seto. 3, 2, 1. Everybody's counting down. Go, shoot. I feel like this is going to be the final battle, man. And they both land. Valkyrie! Shooting forward. The evolution kicking in gear right away. Sends Lucifer in the air. The barrier's gone. It knocked away the barrier right away. Yo, Lane looks twisted. He's starting to snap. Lane's starting to snap. Dude, yo, he's crying out big time and his hair turned blue. Lucifer! He's like, I don't need the barrier. Oh, dude. Uh-oh. Valkyrie got set in the air. Yo, Vault's flare. Come on, get him. Beat him. Yo, they're hitting each other big time. The barrier's in. It's gone. Dude. Valkyrie still got his flare. Oh, dude. Wayne turned black. Brave sword, that animation. Come on, Vault. Get him. Variant defense? He's got to get through like Lucifer's power itself now. Oh, dude, who's got it? It's down to this. The power. It's Valkyrie. Okay. Okay, it's not as... I'm still speechless. Deep breaths. Deep breaths. All right. It's not as bad as I was thinking it might be. But it did happen. Lane beat him. Lane beat Vault. He didn't break Valkyrie, though. R.I.P. Vault. No, not R.I.P. because he lost the battle. Like, no. People got to realize this. Honestly. Nobody wins forever. No one. No Blader. No Bay. That's how Beyblade is. No one wins forever. And even before this, we'd seen Vault lose. I'm honestly hurt by this. I'm honestly not too upset. The reason being, for the build-up. I'll explain it more after, but we're gonna get through this episode more. It's wild, dude. Let's see. It looks like you came out of a car repair shop. Oh, yeah, the shirt. I'm wearing a graffiti shirt. Yeah, that's what it looks like. You know, it's a full graffiti design shirt. It's like an abandoned warehouse covered in graffiti. So, yeah, that's what the shirt is. But Lane won the Legend Festival. Let's see. I guess this confirms that Vault is stronger than Iga. In this season, at this current moment, I'd say so, but it's felt like a lot of these characters are still sleeping on Lane, which is why. Like why? Why would they do that? Vault is not stronger than Iga. It's like they're all legends and they're all powerful, but it doesn't feel like any of them were using their full out, true ultimate power. Not yet. It's like TT's protecting all of them. Like we're seeing big time power shown by all of them and why they're legends, but not their absolute limits. You know what I mean? Like crazy, like world, we need to use full power, like devastation level of power with them. You know, it's like they're all showing some power, but not their full out limits. I mean, we didn't even get to see the full out limit of Free or Louis with this tournament. They got protected big time with this tournament. A lot of characters got protected big time with this tournament. And it definitely feels like that. Like, none of them showed their ultimate power. Lane's true resonance is starting to show off now. And especially with this. And plus, it builds it up. So, we're going to get that Lane versus Shu battle soon. Big time. Lane said it. He's like, my flair is going to continue to grow. And when it reaches its peak, Shu, I'm going to throw it all at you. So, he just beat Vault with this. I have a feeling within the next 5 episodes, we're going to be seeing Lane versus Shu. And that's going to make it really crazy. That battle's going to be nuts. But I see Shu being the one that stops Lane. And then after that, like, Lane started to snap a little bit with this battle. But not full out. Not full out one bit. But he's starting to snap. But if Shu, like, he faces Shu and Shu beats him, then he'll start to fully snap. So, yeah, but let's see. Let's get into it. And he's got the aura coming off of him, man. They're like, burst. Burst, though. He bursted it. Everybody shook. Vault's just like, Vault shook. He's like, Lane's looking out and smiling. So Lane's the legend. He's the Legend Festival champion. He's like, Vault lost. Rentaro's irritated. Hyuga's crushed. He's like, I can't believe he beat Vault. He's like, Vault couldn't even stop him. That flare is crazy. Lane's got his hands up like this. He's starting to snap, dude. And then he cried out. Shu's looking on. He looks dumb, like he knows he's got to be the one to stop him. Oh, man. All right. Hyuga and Hikaru by the lighthouse. Hyuga said, Vault's amazing. Probably saying he's amazing. He's so strong. Even though Lane did manage to beat him. Like, he's so powerful, these legends are. And then they both walk in. They met with Vault. Vault's just sitting in the room by himself. He's like, Lane. That flare is incredibly powerful. But he's still smiling. He's like, he's so strong. It's awesome. And then what? I wonder what he said. He put his hands on the shoulders. He's like, you two are going to get stronger. You two are definitely going to get stronger big time. And then he's got the piece of Hyperion Hyuga does, and he holds him out. And Hikaru's doing the same thing with Helios, like, we're gonna make them reborn. So probably the next episode, I wouldn't be surprised if they have the evolved bays, you know. Then Rantaro's on the lighthouse looking out. He's like, Yo, are they designing him right now? Oh, they are. Hikaru's sitting in front of the computer, and then Hyuga holds out a piece of paper in front of his face. He's like, yeah, Hyperion. This is the design for my new Hyperion. He's like, what do I want for the gimmick of my new bay? Hyuga's just like, yeah, I want my bay to go boom, crash. Probably something like that. Now they're arguing, saying, I want it to be balanced. No, attack, balance. Balance is the best. Attack. And now they're just, now they're arguing. Raika, Chuck, and Gunner looking in. And Rantaro's like, they're just getting started. Those two really do have something special. Because seeing their performance during the Legend Festival, they both did very well. I mean, the fact that they put up fights like this against the Legends shows they're strong. And now they're designing their bays, man. Both at the same time. And they see their sprites at the same time. There's Hyuga with Hyperion. He's like, Hyperion! Hikaru with Helios. And their voices and such, too. I mean, it's really similar to Achilles. Like the voice they use for Hyperion and Helios. So they're just having dialogue, of course. Like, do you want to get stronger? You want to have the ultimate bond to get stronger? Like, yeah. And they're both running next to one another. And their flares kind of in their hair going off. Thinking of all the players. Yo! It's a picture of like Louis, Iga, Free. Yo! And Vault pushed him forward. That's sick, man. It definitely shows they're all on the same page except for Lane. And they're both done. Helios Volcano. Hyperion Burn. They both look so sick, dude. I can't wait to see these Evos. They're going to be beasts. They're both, okay. They both sleeping with their bays in their hands. Probably going to do test battles against one another. Drum showed up. Drum and Vault. Both. Ooh, Hikaru's facing Drum. All right. Yo, is Vault facing Hyuga? We're going to get some sick battles. So the first battle's with them. All right, TT, what are you going to show us? You ran a booster? Probably. Nah, they're just showing off the set. So the new set with like, what is it? Helios Volcano and Hyperion Burn? That's the way you say them? And the new stadium. Dude, that stadium looks sick. That translucent, not purple, translucent blue. All right, they're giving a demo of it. Yo, oh, there was a burst. All right. There's no way they're going to burst that easily because they both have dash drivers, so. All right. So let's get into it, man. Like I said, not even upset. I honestly would have been more upset if they would have broken Valkyrie, like if Lane would have broken Walt's Valkyrie. Lane is a legend now. Yeah. Lane, like, he had the kind of man to beat role in the festival. I thought, at least, because the way that they built him up. But now that he's won the festival, he has the ultimate man to beat role. With this, I think that puts Lane up currently at number 1 currently. Like I say, currently. He beat Vault. Even though in the manga, Vault was number 1. That was in the manga. Right now in the show, it's like they're all on near equal footing. At least a lot of them are. A few being a little bit of that lower level. So I'd say the ones being at that lower level that have been kind of weeded out at this point, being I'd say like honestly Rantaro and Ranjiro and Cisco. Because they were like the first ones eliminated, it kind of felt that way. But that's not saying they're weak or anything. It's just saying like the lowest part of the tier. Because there's a lot of bladers with this legend tier. But besides that, all the other bladers, in my opinion, definitely got protected, I think, with this big time. Especially Free and Louis did. Shu wasn't a part of it, so that protected him big time because we're going to see the battles with him coming up, which are going to be intense and wild, especially when he faces Lane. It's going to be bonkers. Yeah, the rest of the characters, like even Vault, I'd say got kind of protected because he just used Brave Sword. It's not like he made a brand new move or anything. It's like he was releasing some of his true flair. And because he still used Brave Sword. Like, why didn't he use like a different move at the very end? You know what I mean? It didn't feel like he was using his full out like crazy power. It felt like even Vault was sleeping on Lane a little bit, because he's that strong. Because he's a blader who's getting even stronger as he battles, and still at this point he is undefeated. Nobody has defeated Lane, whether he had first Uranus or variant Lucifer. Nobody beat him, and that's the crazy thing about Lane. Like literally, he's an undefeated blader, and he's won this tournament. He's literally undefeated. So yeah, even at this point, like with other series, I think we've seen it where like I think at this point, like yeah, Phi lost to Iga. Iga was the only one that beat him, but like Phi lost. Well, Gwyn was undefeated up until he lost at the end of GT. Except for those like final battles where we started to see him struggle, but still, in like a 1v1, we didn't see him lose until the very, very end of GT. Arthur, we saw lose like a few times, but it was getting towards the end of the season, but still. Let me see. I know you think this is the last season, but if there is a season 6, what do you want the season to be like? Hopefully it will be back on TV Tokyo and be 20 minutes long. If there is a 6th season, I definitely see a big time skip happening with it. Like a full new roster. I see it being like how Shogun Steel was, honestly, in a bit. People will probably get triggered by that, but definitely see it being that way because just the buildup of this, like this is an ultimate like end game feel with all these strong characters coming in, which is why they can't leave out some of these characters that I named before. Just make no sense to plot for me. They built up Lane big time, and he's a credible evil for sure. He just beat Vault. He just bursted Valkyrie. He beat Vault. Not many bladers have beaten Vault at this level. It shows like they're like very, very powerful. But Lane did so. So he's got the big time man to beat Roll. But you gotta have these other characters come in because it would honestly be a big time waste. You know what I mean? Like I said, Phi, Gwyn, and Delta are the 3 characters I want to see come back with the absolute most because of how TT's built them up and just how credible they are and how strong they are. Like, you want to make Lane look like that ultimate evil. In my mind, he has to face them. Like, it would make no sense if they let them out. If they do leave those 3 characters out, it would be the biggest waste with this season. This is going on the verge of being like, it's one of my favorite seasons, if not getting there with my favorite season of Burst, but they need to bring back like fully everybody, like the absolute strongest with this. And those 3 definitely are among the strongest. I mean, Phi only lost to Iga, Gwyn only lost to Drum, and Delta in a 1v1 with Master. Keyword, with Master in a 1v1 battle, no team battles or anything. Delta never lost in a 1v1 with Master Diabolos. Like, it doesn't make sense if they leave them out. It wouldn't at all. You saved me from depression, dude. I'm honored about that. That's literally what it's about, because obviously with things being so tough and such with the world and such, it's about spreading those good vibes and that positivity, even with how much is going on, and I'm glad that a lot of you guys can see this channel, even just me talking and such, being like the safe space. I'm totally honored about that, because that's what it's all about. There's too much negativity and hatred and stuff in the world as is. It's a good place to just come to just discuss, have fun, and talk about Beyblade. And also Bakugan if you're a Bakugan fan. That's what it's literally all about, man. So, yeah. And I thank all of you, all 31 of you right now that are watching. You know, y'all the absolute best. So yeah, I don't like the names of the new Hyperion and Helios because the season is called Superking because of Super King Helios and well, King Helios and Super Hyperion. A better name would have been Super King Hyperion Helios. I mean, you know, that's not bad. Like, you know, like Super King Helios, Super King Hyperion, you know, but yeah. Let me see here. Be more. Oh my goodness. I'm not going south. I can't with you. Let's see here. What were you doing? Beyblade burst dies. Uh, Continue doing Beyblade. You know, like with the skits and everything. So yeah, you already know. Well, let's see here. Let's see here. Hopefully, season 6 brings new bladers, bring back all the old bladers, and give some female cute bladers. They need to have some female characters in for sure. Like, it would make no sense if they don't put any like female characters in. You know, like for real, just crazy. All right, let's see here. Let's see. No Solar Hyperion and Helios because they are. Let's see, because they are sun based. Yeah, I mean those names will work, but even like just Super King, like how they did with Chozi, like Chozetsu, like Chozi Valkyrie, Chozi Spriggan, Chozi Achilles. Like why didn't they do like like Super King Helios or Hyperion? That's what I thought they're gonna go with it, but they just went with like uh I guess they're going with like the Bay's main name first now, and then adding on to it. So yeah, um, Variant Disaster. Oh, that's the name of the movie used. That's a crazy move, man. So if you get through the Variant Wall, you got to deal with the Variant Disaster, and it'll probably be like somebody puts up a good fight and gets through that wall, but then Lane just starting to really want to break their bay, and he uses the Variant Disaster, except he uses it as the press, and that be the ultimate move, without even having that barrier, just using the full power of Lucifer itself. So yeah, why do you think people dislike Shogun Steel or Zero G? Because there's a big time disconnect, and a lot of the characters from the previous era, like with Metal Fight Beyblade didn't come back with it, only Jenga did, and also like Benkei and Tsubasa and Madoka, but they had like the mentor roles. I think that's why a lot of people didn't like it. But yeah, let's see here. Still shocked you pulled that Titan Chaos Trox. He's like Blue Eyes getting on that 3000. Yeah, like that card's crazy. Do you know Left Burst? I do. I did actually meet Left Burst at the Bates of Brawl, and it was freaking awesome, man. I know he did the face reveal recently. I remember back then, like I saw him without the mask on, and he was like, "Yeah, you see my face." I'm like, "Oh yeah, it's all good, dude. I'm not gonna go around and just be like, oh, this is what his face looks like and put pictures on." Like, nah, respect someone's privacy, you know. But yeah, let's see here. Bro, what's up? Yo, my boy Ruby Drago. How's it going, man? This episode was epic. Let me see. What's up? This episode was epic, wasn't it? Yeah, dude, it was freaking amazing. It was wild. Like, just seeing how like how Valkyrie burst like that. Absolutely crazy, dude. But yeah. All right. See here. I still think I get stronger than Vault. Time's gonna tell with that, Like I said, they really need to build up and have like a big time tournament. Like a 1v1 tournament like how the God Bladers Cup was, and then fully see, how each of the Bladers rank. And then getting these strong characters in there like Phi, Gwen, and Delta being like the big three that deserve to be back here. And including them and then having a 1v1 tournament so we can fully decide who the Ultimate Blader is and their true ranks with this. Because this endgame level field, that's what we need. And it felt like TT was putting it off for now because having this Legend Festival, we had like team battles and such, we had battle royals and stuff, and a couple of 1v1s. But we need to have a tournament with just full out 1v1s, like how the God Bladers Cup was. But yeah, let's see here. Next Bay coming out, Lucifer Evolved version. It's not fully confirmed or anything. Like I know there was a silhouette of it and such with like I guess the new random booster. And we'll find out next month. But no matter what, it looks pretty cool. Let's see here. Well, at least the shape of it. It looks like it has like 3 triangular points. Like it kind of reminds me, I don't know. Like the way it's shaped reminds me a little bit of Trident, not gonna lie, but I don't think it will be. But yeah. What if Lane takes all villains' powers? Like if he takes the power of every blader that he faces and uses it to get stronger, and that's how his flare gets stronger, that would be wild if he did that. Because I mean, you saw how it was with like when he was battling against Hyperion before he broke like Helios and Hyperion. It looked like Lucifer was taking the power from Helios, or not Helios, like Hyperion, and then about to break it, but then Hikaru launched in Helios. So yeah, man, let's see here. Not a political person whatsoever, but I definitely wouldn't mind having female characters. I know we have female side characters, but I want to see female main characters. Oh, for sure. Or at least like top 5. Like we definitely need to see that. That's what I was hoping with Gwen, honestly, but then PT decided to make him a boy. And it was like, all right, well, dang. You know, Diablo Nemesis and Variant Lucifer Fusion. That would be wild, dude. But yeah, what would be the name of the new Lucifer if there is one? Like Lucifer Diablo. If they go with Diablo again, maybe, I don't know. But yeah, let's see here. What do you want the new design system to be like on Beyblade or Season 6? Your own creativity on design, weight, material, and gimmick. Maybe it would be like the only way I could see it like evolving even more than it is now is if they have like a system where there's a chip, a system where like the base itself can be split into 2 parts. So maybe there's like a middle ring or such, and then they have an outer ring, and then like say they have it where those 2 can overlap with one another depending on how you set it or what ones you use, and it changes up the complete chemistry of the bay. So you can take like the inner ring from one bay and then the outer ring of another and do that. Like Metal Fight, yeah, like how the mode changes were with Metal Fight. Yo, Phoenix, dude, thank you so much. Definitely appreciate it, man. But yeah, it's Brock from Spin. Brock, are you playing right now? That you're watching my video? Holy crap, dude! I just got goosebumps. I just got goosebumps. If you are the real Brock, holy crap, dude! Thank you so much for just tuning in and watching my videos. First of all, like, holy crap! I'm still honored, Lord. Like, thank you. But yeah, dude, I'm dumbfounded. Like, figured I'd drop by and say hello. I'm so honored, man. Thank you so much for stopping in, dude. That means a ton. Like, literally, Brock from Spinmaster, you coming in, watching my live stream. That's a wrap for one of the games that's been my childhood that I absolutely love, dude. Oh, excuse me, I'm sorry. Thanks so much, man. Thank you so much for coming by. Um, let's see here. Can you give me a shout out to my birthday? Happy birthday, Elvis. um, let's see. What is the best opening between original, metal, Shogun, Burst, God, Chozi, GT, or Sparking? Also, since they're getting evolutions, what do you expect the changes in the new opening of Sparking? Well, obviously the new Helios and Hyperion. Um, Whoever is like the true evil, maybe it is Lane and he has a new Lucifer, a build up for that, and then maybe you see like more of like the legends battling alongside Hikaru and Hyuga, because just how the vibes are, it definitely feels like Lane's the only one that feels evil at this point. Like everybody, like Free, Louis, Iga, Drum, Cisco, Hikaru, Hyuga, Vol, all of them seem on the same page. You know, things get crazy. They all seem like they're on the same page. The only odd man out being Lane, at least at the current moment, only being Lane. So, yeah, man, I'm not a huge Bakugan fan, but it's a big honor. Oh, for sure, dude. Like, it's crazy, man. Phenomenal quality, Kim. Thanks so much, Brock. Thank you so much, man. It means a ton. Um, let's see. What if there was an Angel versus Demons war in Beyblade? If it would get that crazy, I don't know. I don't know if we'd see that like kind of war or anything. But yeah, are you a gamer by any chance? I am. I did like, well, speaking of games like Pokemon, obviously the DLC for the Crown Tundra dropping last night. I also got out of work really late and didn't have a lot of time to really play it. I was gonna play it when I got back, but I'm like, I'm gonna do the episode review because I've been itching to play that Crown Tundra big time. So probably play that and then like go to sleep, and then I gotta get ready for work tomorrow. So yeah, man. But I'm like, I gotta get this reaction out. What if Lane is the adopted son of Ashton? I'm hoping they go down that route, having these evils come back, like Ashton, Theodore, Evel, Arthur, including them all, and maybe them being the ones behind Lane, because they still, at this point, have not given a backstory of Lane. Why did he show up randomly in New York? Of all places, New York. He could have showed up anywhere in any tournament. Even like, why not show up like, for like Vault or Iga or Drum or any of these big time strong players? Why New York? Of all places, the first appear. It's if somebody who has a big history with New York is behind him and specifically like gave him some power so that he could go to New York and show that power to Shu. Who was the owner of the Bulls before Shu? Theodore Glass, aka Ashton, being the big time man. Let me see. Let's see. This may be out there, but please reach out to me on Instagram. I think we might have a job for you as a VA for the now. I don't know if this is a troll or not. If this is a troll, it's honestly a real messed up troll. I'm not even gonna lie about it. But if it's the real thing, holy crap, you should have his email. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking too. But still, I don't know, man. I don't. I don't know, man. I'm just shook. You need my email? I've got it. I mean, I do have it. I don't know, but yeah. I don't know. All I know is who I'm shaking right now, man. I'm shaking right now over that. This is trolling your messed up. Yeah, I hope it's not a troll. I really hope it's not. But if so, not cool. Very not cool. If it's the real thing, holy crap. But we'll see in time. But anyways, man, it's like I said, the build-up that they really, really need. Like legit, like I'd say me in person, yeah, Jack, that's definitely what I'm thinking for sure too. But all I know is we deserve this build-up, Like I said, Lane, of all places, why New York? Theodore Glass, aka Ashton, being the old manager of it. Shu being the manager now. Imagine he's toying with Shu and has it where he's behind Lane. He put him through some kind of Requiem project that's crazier than the one he put Shu through. And that's how we got Lane with First Uranus. This kid coming in with a crazy flair to the point where he broke Free De La Hoya's Fafnir. We'll assume that he broke Fafnir. He at least beat him. Still remains to be seen if he did break it. And if so, yikes. How can you have that much power right away being a random blader unless you're like engineered by someone? If that's his ultimate way of getting at Shu and such, that would be wild, man. And Lane's flair definitely seems like it's still going to be growing more and more and more. So, we need that build-up. If this is going to be the last season, we need that level of build-up where these evils come back and they're just like, oh, yeah, we're the ones that created Lane. We're behind him. We also have a new Snake Pit. We got some new bladers in it. Some of them might be familiar to you, and they got stronger. Got stronger on a crazier level. That would be insane. That's the build-up we need. And then all these legends having a big-time threat with just this group in general would force the hand of all of these legends. Even some bladers that used to be evil coming back as good bladers that we could definitely see they've had a change of heart. Delta being one, Phi being one, Gwyn being one. They all used to be like big-time evil or have big-time evil vibes, but now definitely doesn't seem that way with any of those three. So, yeah, man. Let's see. If you can create your own Valkyrie for next year, let me see. What do you want to be like? Hopefully the avatar will look more sicker and the gimmicks will be so strong. Put your creativity to it. I mean, definitely, like, the only way to make it way stronger would be like they have rubber and metal with it. So the metal for the weight, and then obviously the 3 points with it. So imagine they put like more metal with it, but then also a bigger amount of rubber. So it's a full out crazy rubber attacker with big time weight, like how Judgment is, but having big time weight like how Dead Hades does. Probably something like that. So yeah, Vault should have won. Well, sadly, he didn't, And I mean, it's just more plot, and it's going to be like redemption for all these Bladers, because Lane's the man to beat now. So, yeah. Anybody that had the dark power in the show were always consumed by the dark aura. Like in Beyblade Burst shows you that Fi, Hearts, and Iger were consumed by it, and Beyblade Burst GT, Gwen and Arthur. Oh, for sure. Yeah, Glenda, you're definitely right. They were all consumed by that power big time. Um, and Lane's getting to that point, and Lane's starting to kind of snap. And if he's snapping like this, and then Shu manages to battle, but that'll be crazy, man. Please reach out at your earliest convenience. Instead of Twitter. How about this? Well, Brock, it's you. It's simple. Email me, message me, and obviously talk. If it is a troll, it's not cool. And it's very rude. But yeah, time will tell. Let's see. Do you think Shogun Steel Zero G is as bad as other people say it is? No. I think it's a really, really great series, and it was unique and different. People just didn't enjoy it because it was so different. Because it was so different than how Metal Fury was, and there was a big disconnect because it was after the Nemesis Crisis. So yeah, I think that's the main reason why, because people got attached to all those characters and then not really having, too much story with all the Zero G characters besides Jenga, So yeah. Just think your voice for your Bull character is fantastic. Well, thank you so much. It means a ton. Like definitely appreciate it. If it is you, Brock. But yeah, let's see. Do you think Lane will win or lose against Shu? I think it's going to be a dogfight, but I could see Shu being the one that takes out Lane, and then Lane gets shocked, and he may be snapping a little bit now, but then he goes to that full, wild, crazy mode, because he's got to beat out the craziness that we've seen before. Like, got to beat out more than 5 snapped, and he snapped a lot when it became, like, are you familiar with Jet Kuso or Poppy Rose? Yeah, I am. Both of them. But yeah, you're perhaps the most humble Baytuber, because I'm just honored that you guys are here and watching the videos. At the end of the day, that's what it's all about. So, yeah, just spreading the good vibes and positivity and you guys being here. So, let's see here. I want Lane to go crazy and become a demon. Oh, he's definitely going to get to that point. Hands down, he's going to get to that point. Let's see. What if Lane makes Hyuga and Hikaru turn evil? I don't know. If he would have done that, it would have felt like he would have done that with this last battle instead of breaking their base. So, yeah. Is that okay? I mean, if it's you, talk with Jet or Poppy, they can message me, They know where to find me. Let me see. Do you think that TT probably make remakes of Zero G? Maybe, but we're gonna definitely see Metal Fury remakes before that, because you can imagine like Phantom Orion with Bearing. We're getting like the set with like Galaxy Pegasus, Meteor Drago, and such. So, yeah, I don't see why you cannot reach out, because I've reached out before. If you are Brock. So, yeah, I don't know if you're trolling, but if so, but yeah, I'm at the point where I'm 25 and I'm done with bad vibes and anything. If you know me, you know me. But yeah, how many boosters will it take to pull both Achilles in the random booster? It'll be tough. Like, it won't be like too hard. I mean, like, it's a 1 in 4 chance of getting it. So, yeah. It's like in the back. Oh no, you're not the real Brock. All right, let's see here. Yeah, so obviously that was a troll. Definitely don't appreciate that. All I'm going to say is I'm here for good vibes and such, guys. That's the main thing. And seeing comments like that definitely nerves me up a lot. And just being real with you guys, I love y'all. This is why I do this, because it keeps me sane and such with everything that's going on. Like, I'm not filming this after working an 8-9 hour shift with my job. Like, I'm not putting out videos or such or editing on my drives to my job and then going and dealing with things there, which can be a lot. And then coming home and being so tired to the point where I honestly want to collapse in my bed. But I don't. I stay up and I film because it's what I love to do. And I love putting smiles on your faces and going through everything, you know? It's an honor that I'm even at this point. Some people are upset about that. Like, okay, fine, you know. But at the end of the day, I'm a humble dude. I'm grateful for everything. That's why I mentioned like how much I appreciate all of you with every single video that I make. And I'm not a fan when people do that. You know, for the longest time, I held it in and just stayed chill with it. But it upsets me when people do that. And I'm not a big fan of it. You know, I'm able to hold in my temper big time. You know, a lot of my family is honestly surprising I'm able to hold in my temper as much as I do, but just a lot of meditation and such. And I guess getting it out by making the deck profiles, making the videos and such, you know. I know some people might be like, oh, you make like a lot of deck profiles and don't even use all of them. When in reality I do, but I haven't had time to even really go on and video brawl because I'm working a lot, you know. I'm grateful for every single person that watches this. Never forgotten when I had even 1 or 2 subscribers on this channel and got 1 view on videos. Am I the biggest channel ever? No. And that's not the premise of it. It's about making people happy out there. About making all of you guys happy out there. And the fact that 32 of you guys are watching this video right now, all 32 of you, you're awesome. That's why I heart all your comments. So even when I'm crazy busy and can't respond right away, you know that I care about you. Every single one of you. Every single one of you. As long as you're not like wishing bad on me or anything like that. Because I'm not about those vibes anymore. I've never been about those vibes, and especially now, cutting it off at the head. That's just one thing I'm saying. Because I'm getting deep in my feels, because that did kind of get me. I said it would. If it was like a big time troll, then it would hurt. And that definitely did hurt. So yeah. There's one thing about becoming big and being polarized. It's a blessing and it's also a curse because it gets tough, you know. And even today, saw everybody's comments, just wanted to, you know, go and see my reaction. You know, see the reaction and such, and seeing all you guys' comments about it and being like, I want to react to it now, but I can't because I'm also working and such. So, yeah. You know, I'm just being real. Trying to calm down and just get a peaceful state of mind. So, yeah. It was Brock. Well, people in the chat can describe that. But just know I appreciate all of you. You're all amazing. You're all epic. Everybody who truly supports me and knows the work that goes in and truly supports me unconditionally. Y'all are the best. Just know that. You know? And even being real with you guys. How a lot of you guys say, like, I keep you calm, or I've helped you with so many things. Even with issues I've had in my life, because nobody's perfect. Things have been very, very hard for me. Even this year. It's been hard for all of us, but it's been really, really tough. I mean, even look at the change of scenery, how much has changed, even from what you've seen from me from the beginning of this year to this point now. A lot's happened, and you guys have kept me sane through all of it. And I'm glad you guys have always had my back. That's why you guys are on my shoulder permanently for the rest of my life. Because I love y'all. The Bakugan fans, as well as the Beyblade fans. It's for all of you right here. I carry you guys on my shoulder. When I go to this invitation, I'm carrying you guys on my shoulder. Taking you guys with me in spirit. Because it's an honor that I'm even there. And I'm making sure that you guys are all going with me with it. I always always take you guys with me because I know how many people out there would kill for even some of the things that they've seen from me, that they've seen like me go through and such. Some of these events and such, any of these events, or even who I've met. It's an honor. But yeah. Dude Bay, you're not gonna troll. Obviously making all these accounts or whatever. It's whatever, and I'm just tired of it. The true supporters, I love all of you. And with that being said, we're getting back into it, man. But we definitely deserve that build up. We deserve the build up where it goes absolutely crazy and we have these evils return. Wayne going bonkers, even if he's like the ringleader for all of it, but we need that level. We need that crazy level for this if this is the last season. Because it's the perfect way to go out. If there's a season 6, that'll be amazing. But it's looking unlikely because we've never even had a season 5. So, yeah. Wait, what? Phoenix! Dude, I didn't even see that. Oh my god. Dude, thank you so much. You guys obviously don't have to donate, but thank you so much. I'm just flabbergasted, man. It's hard for me to even talk. I'm trying not to get emotional or anything, but, it gets hard sometimes. Who's your favorite character in Beyblade from the Metal Saga? Oh, it's so hard. I mean, I know people are going to say, oh, you're basic, but, I was kind of a Jenga fan. Well, big time, especially, Metal Fusion, Metal Masters. I mean, I always love how Ryuga carried himself, obviously. Even after he broke away from the Dark Power, how he always carried himself up until the very end, and then he finally turned good and gave his power to Kenta. But, yeah. Let's see here. If we get a new season, then they should combine all combos. I know I'm repeating this, but it needs to happen. You mean Bays from the past and such. If they did an endgame feel where they made one system and included all these characters, the plastic gen characters, the metal fight characters, and then the burst characters, that would be wild, dude. An endgame feel from that would be really, really wild. So, yeah. Achilles came out today in Japan. Yeah, it did. It did release today in Japan. So that random booster is out. I'll be picking it up and such. Why I grind so much so I can keep up with the release and such. You guys help out with that big time too. And that's why I've got a big time plan for y'all. You already know. Like I said, we get to 2/3 of the way to 100K. You're getting a big time surprise. So, yeah. The number is 66,700. When we hit that, I got a big time plan for you guys. So, yeah. It's going to cost me a pretty penny, I will say that. But just grinding and working hard. And going to make you guys happy, and just thank you all big time for all the support you're giving me. So, yeah. How do you feel about Lane winning? Not even upset, because Valkyrie didn't break. If Valkyrie would have broke, I would have definitely been more upset. But, him winning right now, it's not bad because now he's been fully established as the man to beat. He's beat these legends, some of the strongest characters we've seen. But some of them obviously feeling like they got protected, and then others as well because they didn't seem like their full out power like we've seen in the past. And it feels like TT's really building up for that. So I can't wait to see. It's really gonna go crazy after this, because with this, him beating Vault, and even Vault sitting in the room alone, just sitting down and thinking, that's not a moment that we see from him. But yeah, let's see. What if Spriggan is about to burst Lucifer, and then Lane pulls out an Uno reverse card, and then somehow just gets the clicks back, and then the barrier comes back out? I'd be like, bruh, nah, that's okay. That's GG. That's overkill. But yeah, let's see here. Do you have a Twitter? I do, but I don't really use it that much. Let's see here. Make me emotional. I'm just being real with y'all, the channel's nothing without its fan base. And that would be absolutely nothing without you guys. I'm just putting that out there, You guys have let all this happen, and you being recognized to the point where I am. And I'll never be able to thank you guys enough. I hope to do so in a big time way with the thing I have planned, 66,700. But let's see here. Did you know Japan loves Daigo and Death Scyther? I knew he was up there in the ranks. I think it's the same thing for Wakia. because they're both in like the top 15. I really hope that they bring back the Bladers that they have in the manga in the top 15, because that's a solid list for sure. Spriggan will destroy Lucifer. I don't know if he'll like destroy Lucifer, but like probably burst Lucifer. Probably be the first one to get the burst on Lucifer and actually win, but then just go bonkers, man. First time on the channel, yo Fusion. Thanks so much for coming in, man. Definitely be sure to sub. Got good vibes and a really, really good community here. So, yeah. Attack defense combo sounds horrible. Not really. I mean, that's a balance of attack as well as defense. Like, yeah, depending on the modes, and especially if it has like a mode change where it makes it where like it's more defensive, and then you can switch it to an attack mode. Like, yeah, what do people not put bearing on the infinite lock bays? I mean, that's a good question. I mean, probably just because the way they're shaped, they don't have the craziest amount of like stamina or anything, but also it's like a stationary attacker. But that is a good idea, because the Mugen Lock system basically makes it where any bays basically impossible to burst. Even like bays with chassis, it makes it a lot harder. Like World Spriggan with whether it's like 2B or whatever, like you put 2B on it, 2D or any of like the crazy chassis, like the double chassis, and you put like any driver on, that's gonna be harder just because like the double chassis makes it harder for the beta burst. So on those combos, definitely helpful. Gladiator Bahamdia, I'm pretty sure it tries to defend while it has a very big attack tip. Yeah, it like attacks and defends at the same time, But yeah, Spriggan does the same thing, honestly, because the free spinning wheel on it, but then also attacking, Let's see here. Vault put up a way better fight than I expected in this episode. I thought they were just going to have Lane go Super Saiyan and annihilate Vault. Yeah, for sure. I'm glad they didn't do that because it shows how strong he is. But then, like, Valkyrie got bursted. And, like I said, didn't get broken. So that's something I'm happy about. But if Lucifer gets an evolution, like if one of these next bays is, in fact, a new Lucifer, it's going to be like world destruction level. And he's going to literally destroy everyone. So yeah. How long will this go? I'm late. I'm sorry. It's all good. Probably have it go for like maybe another 10 minutes. Vault and Jenga merge. Valkyrie will have Pegasus. Let me see. I put a lot of armor on it and defeat Lane and protect Beyblade. Three-sworded blader coated. Will be coated with metal wings, and Valkyrie will get wings. Like, imagine, like, I mean, it's already, like, Valkyrie is a warrior riding on a horse, and then the horse gets wings, and Valkyrie gets wings. I don't know. That'll be crazy. What is your favorite Bay type attack? Let's see. Attack, defense, stamina, or balance? That's tough. I love just my raw attack types, but also balance type bays because they're just so unique, The combo you can make, like, it can have, like, a big time amount of attack, but also some pretty good defense. Spin for a pretty good amount of time. So I'd say if I had two favorites, like probably I just love raw attackers because of how hard they hit, but also balance types, like probably attack and balance. Well, all bay types, obviously, but those would probably be my two favorite. What sparking bay should I get? I would say, like, if you're going for full attack, rage longiness. You're going for full defense. Probably World Spriggan because it's really, really defensive. Well, balance like World Spriggan. Defense, I don't know. I mean, like, we mainly got like Lucifer and Curse Satan right now being like the top ones, which they're both pretty good. I'd say Satan in real life stronger than Lucifer. And then stamina wise, Fafnir for sure. Let's see here. How would you feel if they made a crossover Beyblade movie with all three gens? That would be sick, dude. That would feel like the ultimate ending of Beyblade if they do that, where they have a crossover of all the generations. That would feel like, yeah, this is gonna be it for Beyblade, guys. So yeah. I think Lane is just one of those people who want to watch the world burn. I don't think he has a plan. He just wants chaos. Yeah. But it'll be like he knows his power and he's mastered it because Shu trained him. So he's mastered that power. It's not just a crazy flare going wild. It's like him mastering it. Then somebody's going to have to get stronger to the point where they can stop that flare. Especially if like he gets the Evo. If Lucifer does get an Evo and his flare is still growing at that point, that would be crazy. But with this battle, it might be, he said, like, when it reaches its peak, Shu, I'm going to throw it all at you. So it's kind of hinting like he beat Vault. nobody really left on the list out of these characters to really face except Shu, his former mentor. And that being the battle which really turns the devastation of this season and really triggers it. And if we get a new Lucifer, nobody's going to be safe. Like, I mean, Lucifer's already been able to send back multiple bays at once. Imagine if it evolves and then it could break multiple bays on a crazier scale at once. Like, imagine like 4 bays attacking at once and then he manages to break all of them because he's so strong. That would be wild. That would be nuts, dude. Let's see. When did I start Beyblade? I started Beyblading while I was a way, way young kid. I played a little bit in like 03, 04 when I first started, but I was very, very young at the time. But then got back into it in like 2012, after Bakugan ended, and been playing it ever since. So, yeah, and obviously the reboot for Bakugan being, a thing. So, yeah, I've been doing it for 8 years, going on 9 years. So, yeah. I'm worried Hyperion and Helios evolution will have bad teeth, so that the gimmick can work like having Pegasus. I don't think so. They got dash drivers. I mean, they wouldn't give them really, really bad teeth if they have dash drivers. Or maybe they're worried about it being like too crazy strong, so maybe it might not have like the craziest teeth. Because I know, well, Imperial doesn't have the craziest teeth or anything, just because of how it's shaped, but it's also still an absolute beast. So even if it doesn't, like, they don't have the craziest teeth, they're still going to be good. For sure. TT loves like kind of balancing things. So yeah, let's see. Lane is like a bull, hard to control, but also get bull, raging bulls. Yeah. Lane will become the next Hades. Yeah, that would be wild. Like he gets to that point, or the next Rago. Sure. I feel like Lane, just like Fi, doesn't really have a motivation for why he's evil. He's just crazy. Yeah. And wants to make everybody bow before him, He's like, basically, he's just like winning is everything. Imagine the new Lucifer being a balance type. I hands down see it being a balance type because if it is a build-up, like, if, like, the way I would book this would be like you have these evils, Ashton, Theodore, Eval, Arthur, all come back and be a united front and make one big group. Have evolutions for some of their bays, like, Eval having a evolved Aegis that doesn't just have the big suck, that has the gimmick, actually being an absolute boss defense type bay with good stamina and can blow back any bays it wants to. A new Apocalypse, like a Superking Apocalypse that has crazy attack and the Mugen lock system with it. If they have Norman come back, because he was Gold Eye, definitely the number 2 in the Snake Pit behind Shu, come back and get vengeance on Shu. Like he shows up out of nowhere. Like we find out about this group, but then Norman end up being a part of this group. He goes after Shu because he wants revenge on him. Something like that. And then this crazy buildup because they all have their motivations. Like I said, Ashtem or Theodore having his motivation to go after Vault, after Free, after Shu. Mainly them. Eval, he comes back. Go after Iga. If Fi comes back, if they had Fi come back, go after Fi. Former Lord of Destruction, you're weak compared to now. Throwing their eggs in one basket. You're weak compared to Lane and his Lucifer. You're absolutely nothing. You're like a baby mongoose or something like that. Like how Doji came back and said all that to Ryuga after Ryuga turned on Doji. Kind of that type of thing. Arthur, you go after Drum. If Gwen came back, go after Gwen. If Delta came back, go after Delta. He'd have motivation to go after all of them. All these legends would have their fight with this group. This group would all have their motives against all of these legends and such. And then the top of it being Lane, who goes through an ultimate Requiem project. Imagine Ashton and Theodore sitting in the shadows all this time waiting for the perfect moment. He found his true perfect blader that perfected his system. Because Lane's flare is still growing. Imagine he makes it even stronger. Like if Shu does beat him and then Lane loses, he goes back and pulls a Shu when Shu was Red Eye and goes through this advanced Requiem project. We'll call it the Lucifer project. He goes through something like that and then comes in with this ultimate Phoenix. Oh my gosh. Dude, thank you so much. Dude, I'm still shocked. Like I said, you guys obviously don't have to donate, but any of them, much appreciated. Thank you so much. Where was I getting to? Dude, that completely threw me for a loop. But yeah, he goes through this ultimate like Requiem project on a crazier scale than the one that Shu went through. And it's a balance type. He gets the data of like Say Longinus, Fafnir, Valkyrie, the new Hyperion, the new Helios, all these legends And this bay is meant to take out any bay. It doesn't matter. It'll outclass you with attack. It'll outclass you with defense. It'll outclass with stamina. In all the departments, and then one by one takes out all these bays. That being the big time buildup that we need. That's how I book it, anyways. And have Phi, Gwyn, and Delta, these three powerful bladers, come back in the fray, and imagine this all happening with another God Bladers Cup type of buildup. And then you have Lane in it with his newly evolved Lucifer, and then he shows it off in it. Everybody's like, oh my god, he's got a new Lucifer. What are we gonna do? And then we just battle. And then one by one, whoever loses to Lane, their bay gets broken. Like how it was with Phi with Dead Phoenix. Like it's not like, oh, win or lose. If you lose, your bay is getting shattered. Until there's only a few left. And then imagining those few possibly being all the protagonists. Drum, Iga, Vault, and then Hikaru and Hyuga being the last five, and then just narrow it down after that. Because seeing our favorite characters' bays break at that point, that's the world destruction level, and that's what we need for the series if it's going to be the last one. That's how I'd book it overall. But yeah, let's see here. Do you watch Dragon Ball? I don't actually. I did a little bit when I was younger, but yeah. Let's see. I felt that lane. Like, let's see. Can we go down like Red Eye? Let's see here. Gonna buy MFB bays. Nice. You definitely should. I'm just trying to scroll through like all of your guys' comments. This was Vault's first loss since Cho Z. That is a fact. That is a fact, honestly. So, yeah. Let's see here. You missed my donor message. Oh crap! Did I? What was it? Shoot. Let me see. Do you have a favorite superhero? I don't know. Honestly, I don't know. I mean, well, Black Panther, Wakanda forever, you know. But yeah, that's definitely tough. I don't know if I do. Like, I don't know if I ever like really stopped and like big time thought about if I have a favorite superhero. I just love seeing like superhero movies, you know. I gotta read more comics too. But yeah, let's see here. Vault is stronger than Iga. He literally is the only one who broke the barrier. At this point, it's kind of hinting towards that. Like, I mean, I don't know if it's like Vault stronger than Iga. It feels like Vault is the one who's mastered the power of his bay the most. I guess, you know, because it's like they all have it down, but like they underestimated Lane. And then Vault kind of mastered it because he managed to like break through that barrier and KO Lucifer. Nobody was able to do that. So Vault was the one that broke through the barrier, but yeah, well, I'd say Shu being the second, you know, because you know Shu's mastered Road Sprig, and that's why we haven't seen it yet, even though it's been released. You know, we've seen it battle, like, you know, but that was Shu versus Vault. That's really all we've seen from it at the current moment. So, yeah. Let's see here. You see a vampire Cleo as a blader. What if it's a half girl? Like, half girl was part of the series and became a blader. I don't know if I understand that. Like, if there is a female blade, well, I definitely want to see a female character. So yeah, see you later, Joseph. Thanks so much for coming by. Definitely appreciate it. R.I.P. Chadwick Boseman. Yeah, for sure, man. Definitely. I wonder if Heart's Dead Gravity can break the barrier on Lucifer. Maybe you put up a good fight, but I don't think it would break the barrier. If anything, like Lucifer would be like, "Nah, get off me," and then just burst Hades on the spot. So yeah, oh, half girl, half wolf. Well, I mean, I don't know if they do anything like that for Beyblade. Like, that's some anime stuff. But that would honestly be pretty cool. Like a shapeshifter, kind of. Let's see here. If Lane wore the red eye mask and became Black Eye. Can you imagine if Lane actually did put on a mask after? But we all know it's him. I don't know. I don't know if he actually put on a mask. He doesn't need to at this point. But yeah, unless he puts it on and it completely like brainwashes him, like how it did for Shu when he was Red Eye. Like, he wasn't so much brainwashed. It was more like Spriggan taking control of him, you know, and letting him giving himself to the power. But yeah, when I first heard Gwyn Reynolds, I thought he was a girl. Yeah, definitely, man. So yeah, I wish that Gwyn was a girl. So yeah, I gotta crack my back. But yeah, any last questions? Feel free to ask. What do you think of Adventures? Avengers, Jeepers, Endgame. I actually haven't watched it because I haven't seen all the Avengers movies. So I'm just, yeah. Hang on. All right. Now there's big time trolling going on. Nah, none of that happened. Just tired of it. But yeah, man. Anyways, you guys got any last questions? Feel free. I prefer DC comics over Marvel comics. I just need to start reading some comics in general more. So yeah, let's see. Are you going to do extreme challenger battles? What do you mean, like tournaments or such, like knockout tournaments or anything like that? Because I do have plans for burst knockout tournaments, including you guys with the skits. So yeah. Lucifer's new move should be called Pitch Black Spear. It's probably gonna be something even crazier than that. Like, I mean, that's a sick move, but it's gonna be something wild, man. The best villain of Beyblade Burst. Personally, like villain wise, Fi. Definitely like Fi. I mean, he broke his own brother's bay and then took his power, and then is like, yeah, I'm Lord of Destruction now, and I'm gonna wreck y'all. I mean, he also broke Freeze Fafnir and Shoe Spriggan, so it's pretty wild, man. But yeah, not my house, Kimbo 2020. Yeah, for sure. Just good vibes here. That's the main thing. Let's see here. Do you still have hope that you want to see TT put Fi, Hearts, Gwen, and Arthur and Sparking? Oh yeah, for sure. I'm not gonna give up hope about that until like the season's over. I just feel like, if they do skip over them, it's a wasted opportunity. Fi, Gwen, Delta, Arthur, like all those characters, it would be a big time wasted opportunity, just like storytelling wise, because they built them up big time and they're all credible and very, very powerful and strong. So why not have these characters who were bad, but coming back as being good characters, be a part of this? Even if they're not like fully good, like they're anti-heroes and they come in when they really are needed, and especially with this, like Vault lost to Lane. You don't think that Delta was watching that and maybe that forces Delta's hand or something? Like, it would just make no sense, because Delta's Vault's pupil. At the end of the day, he is. It'll just be so wasted, like, story-wise, I mean, I'd be at terms with it, but it'd just be the biggest waste, in my opinion, like, storytelling-wise. It wouldn't feel as ultimate as it could be, so. Yeah. Let's see here. What do you think if they didn't bring back? Oh, I saw that. But bring them back for a cameo in the end. I mean, I'd come to terms with that. I still think it would be wasted. Like, yeah, seeing them at the end, but like, why not have these characters in it? Because they're all powerful and amazing, and I'd love to see these dream battles. So, yeah. If you became a Beyblade World Champion, $1 million, and became famous, what would my life be? I honestly live the same life that I do now. But, be honored as heck about that, being able to be independent and such, and like help out my family, and yeah, it's as simple as that, man. Just don't change because of like money or anything. When is the next episode of the Burst Skits? I'm probably not going to make any more this year, honestly. So that means 2021. Just because like more room for the storytelling of Burst, and I go big time with like the story of it. Obviously, having the story from all the seasons we've seen before, but really want to see how things go with this season because I love paying homage big time. So yeah, there's a lot of things cooking up here, obviously idea wise, but really executing on it once we see what happens with this season. So yeah, for now, got the kind of transition from like the MFB skits to the Burst skits, and the beginning part of the Burst skits, that being the full out transition. So plan to go back and watch until then. So, yeah, gonna sub. Okay, well, Robert, thanks so much, man. Definitely, like, welcome to the army, and definitely appreciate it, man. How would you feel if we got a wood gen? If we see the guy who had Eclipse and Show Z, he was cool and shady, to be honest. Yeah, they just brought him in, like, briefly, like Count Nightville or the Night Earl. They brought him in briefly because, well, I mean, obviously the gimmick for Apollo and Artemis being a fan-made gimmick, which is really sick. But them bringing him in, I guess they just wanted to fully pay homage to that, and then obviously put him in for that season. But we'd love to see him come back. Would they though? I don't know at this point because I mean it's October. We've got November's release. already shown. So like, I mean, we got December, January, and February for release, like 3 more months of releases. Not sure what TT will put out in the next 3 months. Honestly, they could throw the biggest swerve. They could do anything at this point because we're in the dark period. Um, After this set comes out, with the new Helios and Hyperion, they can do literally whatever. But we got to see. So I really want to see some of these characters come back. Like we just deserve it. Um, let's see. This year has been a very difficult year for all of us, but I hope that 2021 is a less problematic year. Oh yeah, for sure, definitely. Let's see here. How would I feel if we got a wood gen? I mean, like wooden Beyblades. I mean, there would be a high chance of splinters. So I don't know if they'd actually do that because the fear of like people launching the bays and trying to grab them and then getting a bunch of splinters in their hands. I mean, it's a cool concept, but I don't know if they'd actually do it. So, yeah. Let's see. Eternal Death is my made up move for Lane. That sounds like a dark move for sure. Like, doesn't get any crazier than that. So, yeah. Let's see. Lawsuits of what? Oh, yeah. TT would be dealing with a lot of crap. She was our only hope to beat Lane. Yeah, because low key, he's kind of the one that fully created this monster. Well, he didn't fully create him, but yeah. If you're up to it, I'll message you after stream. Oh yeah, for sure, Ruby Drago, definitely. Um, to go to university, I used to. Um, yeah. What do you want for Christmas? I don't know. Like my family doesn't celebrate it, so I'm not used to like getting gifts or anything. We don't celebrate any holidays or anything. So usually on Christmas, I'm just putting out videos for you guys, and I just obviously keep on releasing stuff. So even that is definitely a gift to me, and just honored about that. But yeah, I'm usually just putting out videos big time for you guys on Christmas. So you have like a lot to watch, and it's like my gift to all of you, the best way that I can. So yeah. And also some big plans, got big plans. But yeah, let's see here. I hope the side characters get actual bays. Maybe. Well, I mean, they have actual bays. They're just older bays, like I forgot the combo. Like right. Well, at least Chuck and Gun have combos. I forgot exactly what the combos are. I think one of them had like a Judgment Joker combo, I think, or a Judgment combo. But yeah, I definitely would want to get parts so I can make like those combos because I love paying homage to the side characters. So yeah, thanks for being awesome, Kimbo. Yo, Frank, I appreciate it for sure. I'm praying for Valkyrie to be the main character for the burst skits. My skits don't usually follow how the show goes, and I'll say this, it's going to be very difficult with this to see who's the main character. It's going to be like a lot of characters coming in and such, but it's going to be tough to tell who's going to be the exact main character. Because I like kind of showing it, but then it progresses more over time. And that's one thing about the skits. And especially with this one, it's going to be very hard to predict. So, yeah. But anyways, guys, that is it for this episode reaction. Y'all are amazing. Everybody who truly supports, you're absolutely awesome. I love every single one of you, and thanks so much for everything, man. Hope you're looking forward to everything. Got a deck profile video. Well, I just put out one today, so I might be making some more. I've also got some more team trial battles coming. So, yeah, hope you're excited for them. And also, like I said, we get to that goal. Once you get to that goal, I have a very, very big time thing planned for you guys. I'll give you a hint about it. You'll want to be here live for it. So, yeah. The arc of Iga being evil and Chozi really confused me because they never really explained how he was possessed. Also, Burst is more down-to-earth anime, so it didn't make much sense in my opinion. Well, mainly Iga was possessed because of Phi. Because Phi kind of used Phoenix's resonance and corrupted Iga's resonance, which made him turn evil. So when he faced Vault, his resonance was big time corrupted at that point. That's why he broke Valkyrie. So it's kind of like, well, Iga did break Vault's Valkyrie. Achilles did break Valkyrie, but it was kind of the influence of Phoenix. So in a way, Phi kind of broke Valkyrie too, a little bit, like in a little bit of a way. But yeah, man. Let's see here, Kimbo. You are a major legendary. Well, I'm honored. People even think like I'm legendary, dude. Totally honored. So yeah, Ryuga corrupted Tsubasa. Yeah, he did. With his dark power. which that was a cool arc because Tsubasa became an anti-hero, how Aiga became an anti-hero too. So it'll be cool if they do that with somebody in the season. Will they? Time's gonna tell, man. I'm honestly nervous for the battle with Lane and Free. Like, I'm really, really nervous about that battle. Lane versus Shu, honestly, not as much, but I'm still nervous about it because I feel like Shu's just gonna be like, nah, man, I'm not having any of your crap. I made you and I can take you out. Something like that. But like Lane versus Free, honestly nervous. Very nervous for that battle because it's gotta happen. Also, like the rematch between Lane and Louis. So yeah, we gotta see it. But anyways, hope you all enjoyed. If you did, be sure to slice that like button down below. Let me know how I did. If you're new to my channel, definitely be sure to subscribe for some epic content because I upload daily. And if you haven't already, be sure to ring that bell by my channel name to be notified whenever I upload a video. Also, everybody who donated, thank you so much, man. I appreciate it from the bottom of my heart. You guys are the absolute best. And yeah, everybody stay safe. Yeah, as Frank said, stay safe, stay healthy, and stay awesome. Because all of you are freaking awesome. So yeah, till next time, it's your boy Kimbo signing off. See you guys later. Thanks so much for watching. Till then, stay awesome and cool shoot. I'm out of here.